This is going to be the reading of the precious treasury of the basic space of phenomenon. In Sanskrit, Dharmadhatu Ratna Kosa Nama. All right, I think we can start scrolling. In Tibetan, it's the Choying Rinpoche Zöke Yawa. All right. So yeah, may this reading benefit all beings. Homage to glorious Samantabhadra, naturally occurring, timeless awareness, utterly lucid, awakened mind, is something marvelous and superb, primordially and spontaneously present. It is the treasury from which comes the universe of appearances and possibilities, whether of samsara or nirvana. Homage to that unwavering state, free of elaboration. The very pinnacle of spiritual approaches, the expanse in which the sun and moon orbit the most majestic mountain, is the expanse of the Vajra heart essence, spontaneously present and utterly lucid, the expanse of the naturally settled state that entails no effort or achievement. Listen as I explain this superb, timelessly infinite expanse. Within the expanse of spontaneous presence is the ground for all that arises. Empty in essence, continuous by nature, it has never existed as anything whatsoever, yet arises as anything at all. Within the expanse of the three kayas, although samsara and nirvana arise naturally, they do not stray from basic space. Such is the blissful realm that is the true nature of phenomenon. Mind itself is a vast expanse, the realm of unchanging space. Its indeterminate display is the expanse of the magical expression of its responsiveness. Everything is the adornment of basic space and nothing else, outwardly and inwardly. Things proliferating and resolving are the dynamic energy of awakened mind. Because this is nothing whatsoever, yet arises as anything at all, it is a marvelous and magical expression, amazing and superb. Throughout the entire universe, all beings and all that manifests as form are adornments of basic space, arising as the ongoing principle of enlightened form. What is audible? All sounds and voices, without exception, as many as there may be, are adornments of basic space, arising as the ongoing principle of enlightened speech. All consciousness and all stirring and proliferation of thoughts, as well as the inconceivable range of non-conceptual states, are adornments of basic space, arising as the ongoing principle of enlightened mind. So there they have body, speech, and mind. The basic space of phenomenon, we can, if you want to access that experientially, um, imagine that you're dreaming. Go back to the last time you had a dream. Well, there was an environment there. There was a character there. There were objects. For example, I had a dream that I was rescuing one of my dogs recently. And that entire dream there was happening in a space, wasn't it? And that space is almost boundless. It's almost like, well, I was rescuing my dog, but did I really sit and look, well, how far does this dream go? How expansive is it? And really, since it's your mind, it could be infinitely expansive, infinitely inclusive. Okay? So that's the space. It's not a real space per a substantial designation. It's not a space as in a sphere of an existing sphere with borders. Sometimes it's called the single sphere, right? Because it's beyond the three spheres of conception. That's subject, object, the subject, action, object trichotomy there. The three spheres of conception, as my teacher Kenshin Sewon Gyatso always liked to say. So when those three kind of dissolve, when the divisiveness dissolves and all is recognized as mind, there's a single space there. Is that helping to understand? You understand basic space? Okay. All right. Good. Very good. So, yeah, important question, Ozell. Considering that's the title of the book, Basic Space of Phenomena. All right. So I'll continue to read here. Beings born in the six classes through the four avenues of rebirth, moreover, do not stray in the slightest from the basic space of phenomenon. The universe of appearances and possibilities, the six kinds of sense objects manifesting in dualistic perception, appears within the realm of the basic space of phenomenon, just as illusions do, manifest yet non-existent. Without underlying support, vividly apparent yet timelessly empty, supremely spacious and naturally clear just as it is, the universe arises as the adornment of the basic space of phenomenon. However things appear or sound within the vast realm of basic space, they do not stray from their spontaneous equalness as Dharmakaya, awakened mind. Since the timeless state of our utter relaxation is naturally empty and without transition or change, whatever manifests constitutes the scope of naturally occurring timeless awareness, the true nature of phenomenon, merging in a single blissful expanse without any effort, without anything needing to be done. If you constantly, this is me speaking now, if you constantly reference the dream and also, start to, as awareness starts to, pure presence follows you in the dream state, uh, you can really see all of this here. How that entire dream is a display of your mind. It's a cognizant energy. And it's really just one cognizance, even though we multidimensionalize it. We kind of subdivide when we create this environment, then we create a character, then we create a dog. I'm the character helping the dog out of this house, yet all of it is one mind. You see? So the dream is can be really beneficial in terms of relating to this and accessing it. So Sambhoga Kaya is unwavering natural lucidity. And let me make a clarification here. This is a great translation. It's one of my favorite texts, probably if, in my top three. So I'm not trying to be too critical here, but what they keep calling lucidity in this text is referring to your awareness. Lucidity is a tricky word, but I understand. I think it's a little bit more diverse than what we've had in the past, so it's fine. But remember, there's a difference between that hypnagogic, sleepy lucidity that you're experiencing during your sleep. Unless you're an advanced practitioner, then even your hypnagogic state is quite wakeful. But there's also lucidity here now, and that's the cognizance they're referring to, the nature of your mind, Sambhogakaya, okay, which exists within the space of Dharmakaya, the essence of mind, all right? No, which is empty and suchness. So I'll continue reading here. Even as anything at all manifests, it is by nature spontaneously present, uncontrived and unadulterated, a pervasive state of spontaneous equalness. Due to the way in which the distinct myriad displays arise, emanations occur naturally, the amazing magic of what has ultimate meaning. They never stray from the wholly positive state in which nothing need be done. Within an awakened mind itself, which is without pitfalls, the spontaneous perfection of the three kayas, entailing no effort, is such that, without straying from basic space, they are spontaneously present and uncompounded. The spontaneous perfection of the kayas, timeless awareness, and enlightened activity, moreover, is a great amassing, the supreme expanse that is timelessly perfect, timelessly arising. Well, if there's a beautiful lake, the question was, why does nothing need to be done? If there's a beautiful lake, what do you have to do to make that lake beautiful? Yeah, so nothing need to be done. The issue is we jumped in the lake and we started spinning a whirlpool and we got stuck in that whirlpool and forgot about the beautiful lake. And that whirlpool is very turbulent. And so, even if you're just coming into this enlightened mind of yours, by recognizing awareness, you take your finger out, it's spinning, but now it's turned into nirvana. It's exhausting itself. You see? And that's why they say samsara and nirvana are inseparable because it's still all the lake. Samsara is when you start spinning in the lake, thinking you're separate from the whole lake, your own mind, just like a dream character thinks it's separate from the environment. You see? So you start spinning, and that's cyclic existence. That's karmic momentum that you're giving it. Even if you say, oh man, I hate this spinning, that thought, I hate this spinning, is also fuel. Oh, I need to fix this. That's more spinning. It's already fixed. The lake is already beautiful, you see? There's no fixing something that's already perfect. It's our imputation, our doing, that makes it imperfect. And so by recognizing awareness, at first you just took your finger out for a second, but you usually put it right back in. And so you, like for example, you join Dzogchen groups, familiarize with the view, and you're no longer spinning those cycles now. You're no longer writing that plasticity. And so it spins out. It has to. Anything that gets left alone, like a fire, if you're no longer fueling it, it has to burn out. So that's what happens to your cyclic existence. And that's why we practice non-doing, effortless, because any effort is just another stirring finger. Is that making sense, Ozal? Yeah, but yeah, very good. Yeah, so you understand why it's not doing now? Why we're not doing? Sweet. Good question. Another good question. Yeah. Okay, I think we can stop here. Any other comments or questions? Let's keep in mind where we stop because this is more of a formal kind of pa- going through this a little bit differently than some of the other texts. But so timelessly and spontaneously present. We'll stop there, okay? But very interesting that we're just talking about the kayas and everything, and then this text goes right into that correlation. That's why I love Longchenpa. Believe it or not, in the Dharma world, it's the kayas are this mysterious kind of thing, and really the simplicity demystifies it in a major way. The kayas are not this unreachable kind of mystical esoteric state. No, it's here. It's quite simple. Like many yogis have said, it's so simple that many times the smartest people cannot understand it. It's too simple.